Hey there, ramblers and rovers, this is Miguel, writer, adventurer, traveler, here to share with you some tips on where to stay in Cancun. Cancun, city of fun, Sin City at the Mexican Caribbean. Such a nice place to be, such a bad place to have a liver. So in this video we're going to be discussing where to stay in the Cancun area. We're going to be explaining a little bit of the geography and the different areas of Cancun so that you can decide what is the best option for you. So before we start, here's a quick shameless plug. Remember to smash that subscribe button. It helps us grow this amazing community of ramblers and rovers from all around the world and bringing you amazing travel content and interesting stories. So with that out of the way, let's begin. So just as a general overview, Cancun is a major tourism hotspot on the Mexican Caribbean coast, located on the northeastern part of the Yucatan Peninsula in southern Mexico. Cancun is basically built among sandbars, swamps, mangroves, and lagoons. Its original name has Mayan origins, Can meaning snake, Kun, I guess, meaning nest. So it's the nest of snakes. Quite an accurate description of the city, actually. So this just kind of speaks to the spirit of the land in Cancun. It's a very swampy area and it has a very complex geography. Its most beautiful beaches are going to be found at the far side of the Nichupte Lagoon, a lagoon that separates the hotel zone on the Mexican Caribbean coast and the Cancun downtown, also known as the local zone on the Yucatec mainland. And here is where we can distinguish between these two different zones in Cancun. Obviously the hotel zone, so named because it hosts most of the big resorts and the luxurious, swanky hotels and all-inclusives in town. So this is going to be your premier spot for dining, for partying, for staying in luxury accommodation, and just having that quintessentially Cancun experience. But it's also going to be the most expensive part of Cancun to stay, because of course it is. And on the other end of this, you have the local zone, the downtown Cancun, the authentic, actually Mexican part of Cancun, where, you guessed it, locals live, but also where you have most of the budget travel accommodations, food options, and attractions. So depending on your travel budget and whether you're going to Cancun to splurge on a short vacation away from your high-powered business job back in the US or Europe, or if you're just a young student broke packing their way through Central America, this is largely going to influence where you're going to stay. As my own personal recommendation, I enjoy staying in the local zone where absolutely everything is much more accessible. It's like the brains of Cancun, where this nerve center where all the different bus lines and all the different things that you need for travel are going to be. And you will always have the hotel zone only a simple, cheap bus ride away. But if what you're wanting is to just roll out of bed, go down to the lobby, have a drink to cure your hangover, and walk straight to the beach, then the hotel zone is gonna be your best bet. But wait, there's more. Here's a local hidden secret that is kind of in between both worlds. There's another place on the northernmost part of Cancun called Punta Sam. Punta Sam is this more local zone where you can also be right there at the beach. It's gonna be a little further out of the city, so if you are wanting something a little more quiet, a little more peaceful, somewhere to just kind of chill and enjoy the beach with the added bonus of some peace and relaxation right there at the beach. So another part of Cancun that isn't really Cancun, but I would consider that it kind of really is going to be Isla Mujeres. Isla Mujeres is an island just offshore from Cancun's hotel zone. You actually take the ferry out of the ferry terminal in Punta Cancun in the northernmost portion of the hotel zone. That's gonna be another option for a few days, but it's still a touristy part of Cancun to be in, so it's gonna be much pricier than the local zone. Also bear in mind the cost of the ferry getting there and back, which can set you back around 500 pesos, maybe like $25 to $30 at the time of this video. But once you're on the island, it's a whole different way of life, baby. So I'm gonna try to focus on the local zone a little more, in the downtown Cancun, as I'm guessing that most of you watching are going to want to find backpacker to budget-friendly accommodations. And most of these are going to be located in that area. Most of the hostels are going to be located in the area around the Parque de las Palapas and just close to the ADO station. This is very good if you're flying into Cancun from Europe or the US or somewhere else and you're going to go backpacking around the Yucatan Peninsula for a few days or a few weeks, because you have access to the bus station, and from the bus station you can just go anywhere on the Yucatan Peninsula. It's also a good idea to stay in that area because you can find the colectivos that take you to Playa del Carmen and Puerto Morelos right outside of the ADO station. So you can do any one of those two destinations as budget-friendly day trips. So let's say you're staying in a hostel in downtown Cancun and you did the beaches and you got the hangover from partying a little too much on the buses or on the bars or wherever you found the party, which is probably everywhere in Cancun. And then you just want a chill day or you just want to go off and explore. You can just walk down to the bus station, get on a colectivo, pay $2 to $3 and just end up at any other one of these towns to explore for the day and then just come back and stay at your hostel. It's very easy to move around the city, so with the exception of places just more out on the fringes, maybe like Punta Sam, where accessibility might be a little more restricted, it's just going to be very easy to move from one place to the other. So it really just kind of comes down to what your budget is and what kind of a vibe you're going for. So the more local, authentic Mexican, or the quintessential Cancun, over-the-top crazy experience in the hotel zone. So I hope this video gave you the information that you needed to make the decision on where to stay for your visit in Cancun. It's a really cool place to get into trouble, find adventures, and just come out with a cool story. So if you like this video, remember to smash that like button. Do me a personal favor, subscribe to our channel. It keeps us growing, this amazing community of ramblers and rovers just like you, and it allows us to continue on our mission to bring you out cool travel content from all over the world. Everything from interesting stories to culture and tales of grand adventure. So we hope you have fun on your next adventures. Stay safe. Adios.